the appearance of some people changes, like Fergie, and other people like Vince McMahon, who I don't know what now he's obviously changed his approach to trying in his mind to disguise his age. He has gotten rid of the facial hair completely. In the photos that we saw, he came to court the other day on that traffic thing where he got a slap on the wrist, and they said, don't do that anymore. But nevertheless, about that, he gets out of there's footage of him going in court. He gets out of the car. He's got more of his security people with him than there are cops at the courthouse. And they're walking him in, and he's doing the Mitch McConnell thing where he's walking a little kind of stooped over, and he's got these people beside of him close enough to where they can steady him if anything happens, but he's sprier than Mitch. But there's 8 people, Brian, you've seen this video. There's 8 people at like a roped off barricade, 8 fans, Vince, because they knew he was going to be there. It was publicized. But now that brings up Vince McMahon only drew 8 fucking people. But nevertheless.
And one of them was in like an old WWF blazer. I mean, it was
yes,
really funny.
Yes, he looked like he could have been an usher from the Wicomico Youth Center in Salisbury or whatever. But they ask him for autographs, and he stops the security people. Oh, I'm going to sign. And he signs the autographs. But when he goes in, the hair, first of all, and then there's a picture of him circulating in court. The people are already sending out the Pepe Le Pew memes because he's got the white streak bleached in the front of his hair, or is that his real hair and the rest of it is dyed? Or would you have to dye all of your hair black and then do that? I'm not a hairdresser, but it's so obviously not natural that, yes, people do get gray streaks in their hair, but not in symmetrically perfect fashion to look literally like Sputnik Monroe. The rest of his hair is black. He's got the bleached white streak in the front, but now his face is, as I said, completely devoid of any facial hair. He's back to that. But Brian, what is growing out of his forehead? There are protrusions now. Is that the result of long-term human growth hormone? He has a Neanderthal or a Cro-Magnon. I'm not up on my goddamn Paleolithic fucking biology, but he's got a goddamn brow extending out over his eyebrows. It looks like he's growing devil horns. Help me here. Try to describe this.
I can't help you. I hate when you say that when there's clearly no help that could be given. Looks like he's ready to fight Dick Tracy. I don't know what exactly this look is here, but I'm starting to think that the hair thing is to distract from the face thing. I think that's what the mustache was. I think that's what, because it's not just that there's a silver streak, it's jet black on the sides.
Yes.
Look above his ears. Then there's the weird, I don't know, bulging brow thing. Like, look at his eyes and his nose. It almost seems like everything's kind of been pulled together closer to like the center.
Well, no, it's actually because the outside edges are getting wider. Because put this next to a picture of Vince McMahon Sr., he's getting his father's jaw and from his eyes down, the shape of his face is now looking like his dad, but the eyes have retreated somehow, like they're scared of the rest of the encroaching face. And the again, right, it's not even all the way across his eyebrows, it's just right over his nose, like 4 inches wide is this protrusion. I think it's the growth hormone.
I think it's plastic surgery. I think he's had a facelift or
what,
something.
He had devil horns inserted in his forehead?
I can't explain that. That's what
I'm saying.
That may be just him. But it definitely appears that he's had his face done.
It appears like he's had his face done in. I don't know, but this looks better. He looks more human-like than with the Snidely Whiplash mustache and whatever was going on at that point, because that just looked so bizarre.
Did you see the video of him walking?
Yeah, he was. If he was to run into a plate glass window, his nose would hit, his feet would still be 3 feet away. He was leaned over like he couldn't get up straight. Which, I mean, he's 80. We're not, but geez. Yeah, he's still trying to mask the fact that he's fucking 80. Can't you just be 80? And people would have some type of sympathy, possibly.
Do you think his company will get a project off the ground before he dies?
I don't want to. I mean, I would imagine he'll do something now that he's announced a company. He'll have to do something. I'm not saying he's going to die next year. It doesn't look like he's ready to be put in a jar of blue liquid, but he's showing the effects of that. I don't think he needs to work as hard as he wants to work or be as public as he apparently may need to be to keep. Who's he? He's not really on television, and he's not really just making public appearances. He's making himself up in that fashion for the people he's dealing with, right? Like that they would think that means that he is not an 80-year-old wacko multi-billionaire because he's got an element of Ernie Kovacs to him. What? I'm trying to understand who he's doing this for.
Now, Ernie Kovacs was creative. Let's not compare.
But you got me there
to Ernie Kovacs. None of it makes sense. None of it makes any sense. He's choosing this look. I can understand why none of the sycophants around him want to say, "Boss, you look fucking ridiculous. What are you doing to yourself?" Everyone's laughing at you. Something Vince never had. Vince never had everyone laughing at him.
No.
And that's what his appearance has done. Is it 2 or 3 years straight now? Just every time you see him, it's a little bit different. It kind of builds on what you previously saw, but you're still surprised.
And think about how long it was that his look never changed. So it's even more startling when he's just trying shit when he's 80.
I think it's the age thing, though. I think he's had work done to his face, not realizing that it never looks good. It always looks bad, whether it's a woman or a man. Whoever's doing this, it never looks good. And I think it's because he's getting old. He's 80. He doesn't want to get old. He wants to hang out with his buddies.
He could FaceTime with Linda, wherever she may be, and figure out that it doesn't look good when you have plastic surgery done at that age.
Boy, those two FaceTime would look like some kind of weird fucking...
It looks like they gave Linda Bell's palsy rather than a facelift. I don't know what is happening there, but nevertheless.
But back on the road.
Yes,
Vince McMahon.
Everybody better be happy with how I look because I'm not doing shit to change it. Except if something hurts, and I'll get that fixed.